Hello friends, welcome to my another video. In this video I am going to show you about the switch case statement. Unlike if-else statement, the switch case statements are also used to control the flow of program execution, and switch case statement is multi-way branching statement which is used to test a variable equality with the list of values in each and every case option. In left hand side you can see the switch case statement syntax in which switch and there are few cases with break and many more. A last default statement. This is my switch case statement in in which some value is passed to this statement and that value is compared with each and every case of the switch. If some statement value is matched, the variable value is matched with any case, then that case will statement will execute. Or if it is not matched, then the default statement will execute. On the right side of the screen you can see the type of value which is accepted by switch case. The first one is primitive data type value, the like byte, short, int and char. These four data type can be accepted by switch case, further string and enum, and from Java 1.7 onward the wrapper class objects can be accepted by switch case like byte, short, integer, and character. Further important point to note that string and wrapper class objects should not carry null value to switch case. If you attempt this thing, then you will get null pointer exception. Now let me open the compiler tool for demonstration. Okay, now this is Eclipse IDE and on the left side this is my project studyviral, and this is the package which I made in my previous video in introduction to Eclipse. In this package I am making a class for showing you this a demonstration of switch case, making a class, name of the class demo switch, make a public main function in it, public static void main, and finish. This is my public class demo switch, package name is studyviral, and this is main function. Now for switch case, first of all I need a variable integer. I am taking an integer variable with value 10. Now making a switch case statement, switch key values, that is my variable, some value for each and every case. For example, I am using integer values, so I have numeric values. It shouldn't be in sequence, it can be anything like 20. Now I am copying these two statements and paste it over here. Let me make a sequence. After that, another case. The case value should be different in each and every case, but it should not need to be in sequence. It can be anything. Now this is the structure of switch case statement, in which this is one case, second, third case, and last one is default with break statement. Okay, now to put some output here, value 20. Again copy this statement for quick work, value 10, value 40, and the default value. So This is my default value. If now I execute this code, right click on it, run Java application, then this is my result, that is value 10. Now what happened over here, the variable value holding 10, this value is passed to the switch variable. After that, this value is compared with each and every case over here. The first case it is not accepted, but in second case this value is accepted over here, and this statement system out println show the output, and in last there is a break statement to terminate the switch case statement and take our execution over here. If I make another statement system out outside switch, if I execute this code, then this is our output. After break set statement, our execution move outside the switch case and execute the rest of code. We can also use some character values, but before that I want to show you about if I remove this break statement, making them comment over here, and now execute this code. See what the difference between break and without break switch case. Okay, now in this case, again variable value is 10, which goes to this switch case over here in this variable. After that, okay, this case not matched, but when the compiler got the matching case, after that it will again move to other case and further to default case. It means when it found some match value, after that each and every case will execute if there is no break statement in those switch case. Okay, now let me change the variable over here and make a character type variable, sorry, and give it some value within a single quote like R, change here like S, after that V within a single quote, and in last there is R, value S, value V, and value R. There can be any number of cases, even a single case or more than 3 cases. Remove the break statement and save. Again execute this code. Now in this case it skipped first 2 cases and accepted the matching case, and after that the system out println will execute and break statement take the execution outside the switch case. Moreover, we can also use some other things. Suppose if none of the case match over here, then what happen? Okay, the default case will execute, and after that the last statement of the code will execute. So, suppose we have some vowel, we have to check some vowel over here. We have 5 type of vowels: A, E, I. After that, copy it. Okay, basically I do not need this statement right now. I'm just removing it. Okay, I only need some cases. O and U. After that, these 2 statements. Okay, Suppose we have to check that the entered value is vowel or not. Suppose I put it over E here, execute the code. No, it's vowel. If I change some value over here which is not a vowel, then default case will execute. We can use more than case for certain code to check that particular value is matching with any of the case, then the executable part of this case will execute and break statement is should be there to move the execution outside the switch case. Okay, now there are some we can also use string. Let me make a string over here, string. Now the correct. Okay, this is a string. I have to make some cases for it. Copy this code, move few cases. Okay, now change it. Viral and okay, now let me execute this code. Hey, my name is Rohit. If I change it with this single character, then oops, the default case will execute because Java is case sensitive and only single character can change your output. Okay, now I want to discuss some few cases which is very important for your for Java exam. For that, let me make it again in integer type variable. Remove this with 10. Now I need two variables. For example, variable 1 and variable 2 with some different value. You can take same value. Okay. Now time to change these cases. Case 10. Value 10. Break. Okay, let copy it. 50, value is 50. Again paste this code for 100. Okay, let me take it as well 10. Okay, we cannot use this statement over here. Okay, in normal, if you use this code in normal notepad, that give you error at compilation time because we cannot use simple variables for here for mathematical expression like multiplication, divide, addition or anything. This code will not execute and compiler will not allow you to execute this code. It will give you an error exception. What is the exception over here is you can see that unresolved compilation problem case expression must be constant expression. It means that the value should be in case should be a constant value like 10, 50 or anything. Now I make this code as a constant value. For this we can use final, sorry for spelling, we can use final and again final. Okay, now Java compiler or Eclipse IDE allow you to execute this code. Okay, now this two variable holding value 10 and 10, and after multiplication it is 100, then our code will execute. If you remove this final here, then this code will not execute. And we can use empty string, double quote string in case of switch case, which will execute without any exception, but we cannot use null value in switch case, as well as we cannot use pass null value in switch case statements. In last, we can not to use double or float data type. Finally, it is necessary to put default case in the last? Can we put it somewhere else, like in the beginning or in between? Okay, let me put the default case over here and try to execute this code to see what will be the output, and makes it a little bit simple. Remove the final from here and simple variable value. Okay, no need for it, let it be 20, change 20. Now let's see what will be the output. Okay, normal output, that is 10, and outside the switch case. If we use default anywhere in between these cases, there will be no change in our result. We can use it anywhere, but the condition is there, it should always contain break statement. Now let's see what. Okay, this case is perfectly work because the case values match. After that the break statement execute. Suppose if case doesn't match over here and the default doesn't have break statement. Okay, now first variable value goes to that switch. Here is 10. Now here is 10, and this 10 will check with case. Okay, 100 not match, default. Okay, not match, but default case will execute over here. Further, the next case after the default will execute until it doesn't find the break statement. If find the break statement, then goes outside the switch case. So if you put default anywhere in the code, then, and if you know that the case will not match, then there should be use of break statement. And if we execute this code, only default case will execute. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my channel. Thank you.